guys,
Alright.
welcome to the wilds of somewhere.
The wild forest.
We're basically here and we're going to spend about the next 10-15 minutes doing a river dipping session. I know at Knockengorroch we've got a pond, but a river's all we could do at the moment. So, my name's Tilly.
I'm Sam.
And together we're going to river dip. Here's some equipment that we're going to use. We've got telescopic net.
We've got our tray for our samples. And we've got our ID sheet. So on here, most of the things that we're likely to find in the fresh waters of Scotland.
So just like the pond at Knockengorroch, first things first, we need some water before we start dipping, otherwise they're just going to drown. So Sam's going to do one here.
You want this water as clean as you can, so I'm going to go over here where I've not stood. Right, there's a nice shallow bit of water. Put that there in the sun. That's going to be where we put our samples that we find, okay?
Great. Now the difference between a pond, in the pond at Knockengorroch we go like this, because the pond is completely still water, so all the creatures that live in it are just hanging on to everything, just swimming about. But here we've got a flow, we've got a current because we're in a river, so the stuff is going to be holding on to anything that's heavy, like rocks. So what we've got to do is encourage, and by that I mean kick it off, right? So we face the net in the direction of the flow, which is coming this way, and we stand here, and let's hope there's something in here. And we kick, and while we do this we can sing into the microphone like Elvis Presley. Oh. Right, and hopefully, or we can shuffle.
Come on all ye critters.
Right.
What are we going to find in here, guys? Let's have a quick look.
Could be nothing. Could
You
be
guys
nothing.
that have been to Knockengorroch before and done it, you know how this works. Could be nothing, could be a bounty. What have we got?
What have we got here? Right, so I'll get a little
Let's
stick.
have a close look.
So right down here we have this little fella here. This is, any ideas there, Sam?
Is that it's not a newt, is it?
It's a baby newt.
A baby
yeah,
newt.
It's a baby newt.
There we go.
Alright,
Well,
so
surprise,
we found these at Knockengorroch, and you can see it swimming along at the back of its head. It's got little feathery things. There, its gills for breathing. And it's an amphibian, which means it lives in the water and off the water. So at the moment it's fully aquatic, it lives in the water all its life, but over time it'll grow, it'll get to about this big. We might find some of those in our pond that we've created later on. And it leaves in the reeds at the side of the pond. Right, cool.
Here, Tilda.
What's that?
We've got more. We've got more. Okay.
Hold the bus.
Hold the bus.
Right, now if you look at this one here, how many tails has that got, Sam?
1, 2, 3.
3 tails, like this. So 3 tails mean that it's a mayfly. Now this mayfly here is swimming like this. So as it swims, it's swimming like a dolphin. And if we look down at the side of its body, it's got loads of feathery bits. There its gills for breathing. So as it's swimming, like so, like a little dolphin when it does move, there it goes. There you go, it's wiggling its tail. It's using the oxygen in the water to get so it can breathe. Now this little bad boy, it's an invertebrate, which means it's not got a backbone, and it's an insect, which means it's got 3 body parts, which is its head, its thorax, and its abdomen, and 6 jointed legs, 3 on each side. This lives in the water for 3 years, not 1, not 2, but 3 years. And it lives out the water for 1 day. Just 1 day, it hasn't even got mouth parts. So it lives in here 3 years, comes out 1 day flying around, then it dies. And it's done that for 350 million years. So these guys were around with the dinosaurs.
Hey guys, while Tilly's getting another sample, just get your thinking caps on. Make sure you've got some storage spare in this little head of yours, because we're going to have a little quiz later. So some of these factoids that you're getting, pieces of information, you're going to be needing them later. You got anything good?
I've got lots of rocks, Sam.
Let's have a look. You got any twigs? Oh, plenty twigs.
Right. Big rocks.
What can we see?
We've got another swimming mayfly there.
Another mayfly.
Another swimming mayfly. Now what month are we in, guys? We're in May, so they should be quite active. Yeah. Anything else new that we can see in there?
What have we got? Oh, hang on. Oh no, nothing.
It's just a stick that looks like something.
Looks like a fish.
Fish stick.
I was wondering as well, mayflies are an indication of clean water, is that right, Tills?
Yeah. So mayflies need extremely clean water. These swimming ones, they need a little less because they can move around. But the flattened mayfly nymphs that we find a lot in the river at Knockengorroch, they're completely flat and they cling onto rocks, they don't swim around. And because they have to cling onto rocks, they need lots of oxygen so they can breathe in the water. Yeah, but that's right, Sam, they do need lots of air. Right, so out of that sample we got a lot more mayflies and a lot of rocks, I think. And yeah, a few efts, which is the baby newts, that's what they're called, efts.
That's the one. Right, so on our ID sheet we've got a mayfly nymphs up here, look. So as Tilly said before, 3 tails, and then you've got these little fluffy gills coming off the side of the abdomen of the mayfly nymph, and that's how it gets oxygen from the water through those gills. Super clever. Right, Tilly's been for a big expedition to see what we get.
To the jungle massive, I think. Right. Oh yes! Look at that! Flattened mayfly nymph. Oh. Boom! Look at that holding on to the rock. So this one here, that's the one I was talking about. This is a flattened mayfly nymph and you can actually see its gills moving on the side of its body. So that needs super high water. To get this sample, what I just did is I went into an area where there was moving water so it's more oxygenated. Here's another little bad boy.
Got another one here, guys. Another one here clinging onto this.
Full alive, Sam.
Just as an indication, that's it next to my finger. You see that there?
Oh, there's one holding on, yeah.
Holding on.
What a find. What a find. Now here, guys, we've got lots of swimming things around. There's stuff everywhere. Right. So, there was something in here that was small and it swims sideways. I don't know if Sam will know what it is from that description. And it's not an insect, so it's not got 3 body parts and 6 jointed legs.
Oh, hang on.
It's the same as a crab, it's a crustacea. But I can't find it anymore. It's in there somewhere.
Hang on, here we are.
Here we are. He's got it. Oh, look at that. Sam's fished it out. Now this thing here, guys, this is what you might want to eat for your tea. That's a freshwater shrimp. Scientific name is Gammarus for some reason or not. But this swims on its side, guys, like that. And often it'll hold on to another one and give it a little piggyback around. And for the adults, that's called the coital embrace. But for the kids, it's a piggyback.
Look at that, just hanging about.
What else in there, Sam?
Not sure I can
Lots
keep
of mayflies.
looking. Shall I do a dip?
Yeah, Sam's going to do one more dip. So I wonder what Sam's going to do. Sam could do a little better than me. But it's teeming with life, guys. There's probably about 30 or 40 different things in there, but not many different species. Another flattened mayfly nymph. This one here, the big one that we were just looking at, you can see it's holding on to that rock there, and now it's let go. That'll be 2 to 3 years old. So it'll be probably about, yeah, it'll be 2 years old, and that'll be on the wing, I'd say, next year, if not this year. So it's probably missed its shot this year. But it'll just come out, and its whole purpose is to come out and mate. Guys, I think we just ran out of reel, but we're back on. Just as we were off there, Sam jumped into action and noticed a really cool creature. Now this is something that we find in the pond at Knockengorroch, but often at the pond at Knockengorroch it lives inside little bits of grass and stuff that it makes, so it weaves it together. But here it's fallen out, so that some of the ones that we find at Knockengorroch are called cased caddisfly. This one here is called a caseless caddisfly. So it's got these little hooks on its tail there that it uses to hold on to things. It's not a very good swimmer at all, so these hooks it holds onto rocks and stuff with. So living out of its shell like this is really cool, but the ones that do live in shells, they actually make designer sort of jewellery. So what they do is they weave it all together, all these tiny little rocks that you find in the river, these tiny little rocks, they weave it all together into a shell. And what jewellery designers do is they put a load of bling stuff in, so like diamonds and gold and stuff like that, and they make a little case, then they throw them out when they're finished and make earrings and stuff out of them. So that is a caseless caddisfly. It's got 3 body parts and 6 jointed legs. So one of the questions might be, what does that make it? Cool. Anything else in there, Sam?
Plenty. Loads of mayfly nymphs. Must be really clean water with loads of oxygen. Anyone that was at Knock last year, you may remember the bug hotel that we had. Well, we've not got the same one, but we're going to shift all the good specimens into here so we can have a proper good look at it. What else have we got?
I'm going to shift the
Oh,
rock
hang on,
across.
hang on, what's that?
Oh, I think that's another caseless caddisfly larvae, eh?
Smaller one. I love them case caddisfly larvae. They're like proper good den builders.
Yeah, yeah.
They make a nice little cocoon right around them and they can just get like cosy in there.
Lots of afts, guys, which are the baby newts, lots of them. Oh, it's windy! Hold on to your hats.
Out in the wilds here. It's getting a bit crazy.
I think we're just coming to the end of this, eh?
It might be.
I think, guys, what we're going to do is Sam and I are going to finish up here, and after this we're going to take you to our purpose-built Knockengorroch pond. So straight after this you're going to find us in the purpose-built Knockengorroch pond, where we're going to fish some things out, and then we're also going to have some quiz questions which Sam was on about earlier. So thanks for watching so far, guys.
And if all of you could just do a quick magic spell where you are, we'll see you in the bed.